Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to CNFT's afternoon wrap-up for our trade recommendation for the E-mini, made July the 25th at 6:45 a.m. Central Time. We came into the market this morning wanting to be sellers. We'd failed to extend the range overnight. We'd had lousy earnings from Visa and Amazon. We did have some news to get through. Our first sell zone right up here was 79 to 81. When the market did not rally when the news hit, the durable orders numbers were much better than expected on a headline basis. But again, when you read the body of the article, the numbers weren't so strong with the cancellations, the revisions, etc. So we lowered our sell zone to 75 to 77. So our first setup to get short came before the day session opened, and we do like to trade before the official start of the day session. We get some good trades off of news reactions. So the sell was entered off of our retest failure pattern at 77.5, and the market did trade down to 72.5 right here on this low. And you made our normal or our expected 3 points, and if you'd stuck with it, you could have made 4.5. The news was bad. We were waiting for a retest of this low right here, so we were still sellers. We got our retest failure trade. Here was our setup up here. And you're short at 76.5. The market trades down to 70.25 and ultimately to 68. But leaning against 70 was a pretty good price, so you had a shot at 3 to 6 points on that particular trade if you'd exited perfectly. We came down. We were buyers at 70 to 72. It was deep into the session. It looked like the selling might be over, and so our first long trade that set up had us long at 71.75, and the market managed to rally to 73. So would have been lucky to make 1 point off of that, so a half a point when you broke that bars low would have taken you out. The next trade that set up was selling against that green line. We call it the mean green trade. You were short at 73.75, and the market eventually trades down to 69. So you had a shot again at 3 to 4 points. So when it was all said and done, at the end of the day, with our minimum expectations, you pulled 9.5 points out of the market, which would have been $475 to as many as 15, which would have been $750 if you traded perfectly. Now, we don't expect you to trade perfectly. We sure don't. But that shows you the potentials that's there. If you can just make our expected 3 points per trade, you're going to be a pretty happy camper. If you'd like to know more about what we do, please come to our website, www.cnfuturestrading.com. At this site, you'll get an overview of the software, our trading methodology, and our educational programs. To further encourage you to come take a look at us, we offer you 5 free days in our trading room, and you'll get to see how we handle the markets real time, how we make the basis for those revisions. Please contact us via email at info@cnfuturestrading.com, or you may call us directly at 312-361-3895. Looking forward to seeing you in the room for your 5-day free trial offer.